Men's singles quarterfinals time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the GSC Group ITTF Czech Open 2013 in Olomouc, Czech Republic. Germany versus Japan. On the left, Ruwen FILUS is facing Kazuhiro. Zhu Xiaoyong, assistant coach in the German national team, giving last-minute advice on how to beat Kazuhiro. The 28-year-old, as we've heard in the introduction, world ranked at 40 at the moment. Born in China, reached the round of 32 in the World Championships 2011 in Rotterdam. His highest ranking was 27. Round of 16 approaches in 2012. The Korean Open 2010, as well as 2013 in the Austrian Open. He came as far as the semi-finals, the quarterfinals, that is. 9th place in the Asian Cup 2011. This tournament, in the round of 16, he beats Gustavo Zuboy from Brazil. 4-0, straight victory for him. Ruwen FILUS overcame Mikhail Paikov from Russia. 4-0 as well. Ball is in play for warm-up. The picture here in red, Ruwen FILUS, just married. And the left-handed Kazuhiro. Ruwen FILUS, world ranked 101, as was said in the introduction. He is 25 years old. Biggest success, no doubt, the quarterfinals appearance in the European Championships 2009. Quarterfinals in the Chile Open 2012 as well. He won the European Junior Championships as a cadet back in 2003. On the 64 for him at the World Championships 2011. As far as I know, these two never played against each other on an international level. But judging from the playing techniques, I say Ruwen FILUS will have his work cut out for him in this match. The German player, as we will see later, a defensive player. Doesn't fit that well, though, in that category. He's quite aggressive as well from the backhand, as well from the forehand side. When there's the opportunity, he will attack regardless of the corner and of the situation. Very unpredictable player. Trademark shot is the backhand topspin. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is a best-of-7 game. Ruwen FILUS open up at level. And now we saw that. Attacking player when he wants to. There's of course the difference between each of the defensive players. Some will only attack when it's absolutely necessary, as is the case with the Japanese defensive player Masato Shiono, who we'll be seeing later. And now these players like Ruwen, FILUS, who will actively work for opportunity to attack. If you were to compare playing styles here, Ruwen, FILUS, most reminiscent of the Austrian defensive player Chen Weixing. Always using a bit of side spin on there on the chops, as we see. Forehand shots, sometimes he pushes them back with all the top spin left on there. Very unusual to play against. Wow, will you look at that forehand top spin? That is happening too. 5-3. Good setup from Kazuhiro. Very heavy top spin, but Ruwen, FILUS up to the task. That was nicely done from the Japanese player. If we see that topspin coming up now here, setting this up into the deep forehand side. Ruwen, FILUS did not expect that to reach the table. Seemed a bit surprised here. German is still up by 2 points. Now we see what was missing in the game of Ruwen, FILUS for the longest time. That is the power of the topspin. Technique is fine, but it's playing such a slow racket, if you will. It sometimes needs a bit more punch in his topspins. That was well done, varying that chop. Very little backspin on there. Surprised Kazuhiro. (11-7) the score. He uses the first opportunity to win this first game. Ruwen, FILUS up 1-0.
早い段階でフォアに持っていくと前でカウンターされるから、うまくバックストレートなら一回カットさせて下がったらフォアでもいい。そしたら前に落としてくる。バックカット無理してガンガンいかなくていい。一回こうやってやって、そこまで技術ないんだからカットするしかない。あそこはだからループかけて上げてこうやってボンって打ってもいいし、今変わってミドル狙わないだろう、カットされてる。今ぐらい攻撃なんだと思って、だからすぐバックに持ってけ。フォアだともうポンと持ってくるから前で打ってる。さあ俺
1 games to 0 for Ruwen FILUS. Kazuhiro still looking for ways to beat the defense of the German player. Has been a bit impatient in the first game, especially concerning his second forehand topspin. Has been maybe a bit too fast. And that was perfectly done, just as I say it. It was really a flawless rally from Kazuhiro. Very good serve to start with, going for the opening topspin and the winning topspin cross court. Points in a row. This is what I've been talking about earlier. Not much of a chop from the forehand side, but rather lifting the ball back onto the table. Whole topspin of Kazuhiro still on the ball. And he's up 2 points already. You can see the clenched fist from Kazuhiro. He knows that was important. This game, a bit reminiscent of the game we saw earlier with Christine Seweisen versus Victoria Pavlovic. It is so important to stay in the lead. This time, of course, judging from the perspective of Ruwen FILUS. And there was first appearance of the trademark shot of the German. Backhand topspin down the line. And another one. Always impressive to see when that works. Now you see why that lifted forehand shot is so difficult to reach. Kazuhiro put a great deal of side spin on there as well, and that just comes back to you, and it can surprise you, especially when you don't see FILUS touching the ball under the table. And he's doing a fine job at the moment. 8-4. such a versatile player, Ruwen FILUS. Has so many options with whatever shot he chooses to execute. It has been described as his problem because it takes so much more time to learn these shots. 10-5 in the meantime. Still 4 points left for him to be in the lead. 2-0. Oh, this is just incredible to watch. It is indeed 2-0 for Ruwen FILUS. He wins the second game, 11-7.
Aber auch kann es sein, jetzt er macht vorher immer deine Vorhand, jetzt macht ein bisschen Rückhand. Ja, okay, aber kann es sein, auch bis kurz. Weißt du? Du musst auch ein bisschen vorbereiten. Du brauchst nicht großartig sein. Einfach auf den Tisch spielen.
Wenn ich nicht mal weiß, einem hektisch einfach nur raufspielen.
Ja, ja, zum Beispiel. Ja, dann kommt der kann nicht da viermal fest. Das geht nicht. Dann kommt der langsamer, das ist deine Chance. Und spiel dieses Spiel. Ja, okay?
Noch nicht so hektisch mal angegriffen, wenn man nicht gut liegt. Aber weiche Öffnung, wenn ich nicht weiterspiele, abwehren einfach. Man muss ja nicht direkt auf Punkt gehen.
Kann sein, einfach auch lang aufschlagen auf deiner Mitte. Dann kommt er sofort in die Mitte. Kann sein, aber nicht unbedingt.
Hat er ein paar gemacht.
Ja, okay? Ja, das spielst du ja gut.
Third game commencing with the serve of Ruwen FILUS. Once again, can only state what a fantastic job he's doing at the moment. Not only is he bringing everything back to the table, but he mixes things up. He's applying so much backspin on the ball, changing that with no spin, and then once in a while attacking when he has the opportunity, forcing an early timeout now from the Japanese coach. No doubt wants to make sure that his player stays in this match here. See that chop coming up, no spin on the ball, while making it look like heavy backspin. Something very difficult. So 3-0. Kazuhiro now under pressure to score. Fantastic performance, really. Whenever there's just the slightest opportunity to attack, see that forehand rocket down the line, and he's hit all of them. This is so tiresome for Kazuhiro. Each topspin comes back with more backspin on it. It's more and more difficult to even lift it over the net. He's doing a fine job. That was exactly the point as before. All these topspins played into the middle of the table. That allows for very little time to react of Ruwen FILUS. There we saw that once again, the chop with no spin. That was an easy mistake. These things should not happen to a professional player. He knew there was no spin on there, no reason to push it long into the forehand. 6-4. Fantastic. I have to say, the last time I saw Ruwen FILUS play was in the German league well over a year ago, and he has improved so much since then. That is just incredible to see. Doesn't make any easy mistakes. His attacks are more powerful than ever. 9-4. I need to talk about Kazuhiro in this game. What is his role here? He still is the attacking player, but he seems to be out of ideas, really. He's just playing topspin after topspin, not sure what to do except put on the pressure somehow. And he's not doing a bad job at all. And that was very well played out. Deep backhand switching into deep forehand here. That is not easy to execute, especially that shot. Once again, backhand chop with no spin. Three game points remaining for Ruwen FILUS, and I'm not sure that Kazuhiro at this stage here can come back from a 3-0. Always love to be wrong. Well, it seems that playing fast topspin into Ruwen FILUS backhand is not the way to beat him. Much needed point for Ruwen FILUS. He takes the third game as well. 11-8 the score. He's now leading 3 games to 0. And this is the 4th game. Could already be the last game if Ruwen FILUS of Germany continues his streak here, continues this fantastic performance he's shown throughout the tournament. Beating notable players already and is now about to overcome Kazuhiro, although I should not get ahead of myself here. Still 1 game to be won. Stranger things have happened. I mean, it should at this point be obvious to Kazuhiro that he cannot afford to play these succession of fast topspins down the line. Needs to move Ruwen FILUS back to the table. Short push maybe, so-called stop block. All these are options that he has at his availability, but doesn't seem to be using them at all. And he's given Ruwen FILUS these opportunities to attack for himself, and he's shown a number of times that he will use that. Fantastic, really. 4-0. I have to say, I expected this to be much closer, but really phenomenal job. Tournament just ended for the last Russian player in the lineup at the men's singles. 1 table over. Carlos Machado just beat Alexander Shibaev 4 games to 0. Continuing his great performance, Carlos Machado already beat the #1 seed Taku Takakiwa. Table #2 now, the second quarterfinals match about to begin between Kamal Ashanta of India and Dani Gorak of Poland. Looking for 3 open slots in the semi-finals, which will be played tomorrow on Championship Sunday here. The Czech Open 2013. More and more it looks like we will be seeing another appearance of Ruwen FILUS. Winner of this match will be facing Carlos Machado directly. Now this is the opportunity for Kazuhiro to stage some sort of comeback. Ruwen FILUS not as focused at this point. Or is he 8-4? Five good points. 2 in a row for Kazuhiro. Top spin, especially into the deep forehand, as Ruwen FILUS was already waiting far off the table. It was a good decision. As was that serve, but he didn't capitalize on it at all. 9-5. Long serve into FILUS backhand. Surprised him completely. It's just that you have to score these points as well. Fantastic, what a rally of the tournament so far, I would say. How did these shots get back to the table? That is just incredible, especially this one here, turning around afterwards. Kazuhiro kept his cool though. That was a decisive backhand block shot down the line. Well done. Forcing a timeout from the German coach. Shayong. Let's listen what he has to say.
Ja, da presst er so schnell. Habe ich aber gedacht, er hält halt rein.
Ja. Er kann gar nichts machen. Ja. Also, das ist sein Vorteil. Weißt du? Ja? Okay. Und du kannst nur schneller machen. Parallel oder
schneller. Zu weit weg mit vorn.
Ja, ja.
Ich nur noch zu tief. Er spielt ein bisschen kürzer.
Weißt du? Er ist ein bisschen langsam. Weißt du? Ja. Er spielt ein bisschen langsam. Deswegen du musst dieser Ball ein bisschen eigene Kraft. Ein bisschen hoch. Also nicht so viele Außen benutzt kann. Diese langsam Kopf.
Kann ich auch mal diagonal jetzt wieder spielen.
Ja, ja, ja.
Aber nur noch mir.
Aber wenn du umlaufen kannst, du hier spielen. Aber diese sind ja nie auf Rückerseite. Ja? Okay?
Nice for a change to understand the coaching here. Coach advising Ruwen FILUS to play more into Kazuhiro's backhand. Like this, switching into the deep backhand, that was exactly what the coach ordered, and now it is 10-6 for match points to Ruwen FILUS. And he takes it at the first time of asking. 11-6 in the fourth. What a performance by the 28-year-old German player. We see the confirmation on screen, 11-6, 11-8, 11-6 in the last 3 games here. 4-0 to Ruwen FILUS. Congratulations to him. He is already in the semi-finals of the Czech Open, facing Carlos Machado tomorrow. And now let's see who else will be at the semi-finals. Match coming up, Japan versus Czech Republic. Masato Shiono versus Pavel Zirocek.
table number